I'm going to start this video a little bit different. This is a prequel, so it's not my normal opening, but today is Tuesday, October 4th. And I just wanted to make this little prequel because this video is out of order. This is from like 3 weeks ago when this was done, and it was almost something that I wasn't going to do. It's one of those things where I talk about, I believe I talk about it anyway, about how I do something different than I had intended, which is quite common. But I just wanted to put this prequel in here. It's a little bit repetitive, I suppose, because it looks similar to what I had done already in another video, getting rid of the waterline material. But I want this to be part of history. That's why I'm kind of do this channel anyway. So I want to put that in there, just so if it looks repetitive. I've actually taken out quite a bit of material, and what I'm trying to do is figure out what is the best way to do what I'm trying to do. I'd ultimately like to use the general, but I don't really want it that close to the water on unstable ground, which after this you'll see that it will become stable. And then unfortunately, as you know, as I'm speaking right now, the hurricane came, so it's not stable anymore. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, is trying to work on that part of either making it stable or why does my phone have to ring right when I'm doing this? Anyway, where was I? So I'm going to be working on that today, but that's another video. But I just wanted to point that out so that you get an idea of what's happening. So this was from 3 weeks ago. This was before I went to Connecticut, but it's got good entertainment value. And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it, I guess. But it is different, but it could look a bit similar. So let's get on to the video, and I'm going to go get working on what I'm going to do for today, and that'll be another video. Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, and in my usual fashion, I wasn't planning on doing what I started to do, and so I didn't film myself. So what I was going to do is just get the dozer, do a couple more passes in the slot. I figured, well, I just did a video on that. There's no sense for me to show that. And I was going to bring the Yanmar over with the 36-inch digging bucket so I can scratch some paint off of that one. And since I have to dig up and I'm not worried about the slope here underwater, it wouldn't matter. So after I made a few passes, I said, wow, this is really working well. And I'm getting very close to the water, and it's wider, so I could actually fit the 250 in here and no problem to get the dump truck down here. So that's what I did, and after I've been doing this for an hour, this is what I've done. I've taken down another couple of feet and built it up pretty high down there, and I came up with I found a prize, but I don't know where it is. I found a cable from the old dragline. Oh, there it is. I like to point out these treasures. I've done it before. But there's a cable from the old dragline, and hooked on it, and it is stuck to something. I don't know if part of the drag line's under there. I don't think so. It's too far down. But that did not want to come out. That was starting to turn the dozer. And I think I found Noah's Ark as well. So we may have to stop our work and get the archaeologists out here. Well, anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm still going to do a little bit more of it, and I will bring either the Yanmar or the 250 out here. I haven't decided yet. I'd rather put it in the dump truck than have to move it 6 times, so that might be the way I go. But again, in true SHT fashion, we'll figure it out together. Alright, I'm going to make a few more passes, and then I'm going to knock that ridge down, and then I'll leave the rest of it for when I bring out one of the excavators. All right, gonna take down that outer ridge and then doze down the slot down for where I can drive the dump truck. So let's get down there and do that. Beautiful day out. I got the doors open and a new position for the camera, which is out on the outer door. See how it looks. Alright, here's an interim shot from up top. So I got everything knocked down pretty much. I don't want to knock the rest of that over, and it's close enough that I can grab it easy with the Yanmar. Just letting the dozer cool down before I shut it off. And I'm gonna go get the Yanmar, as Wendy affectionately calls it, the Black Widow. And I'm going to bring the dump truck down. I'm going to bring it down this way. I tracked this in, so hopefully the dump truck won't mind it too much. So again, it's hard to get perspectives, but that's about 4.5 feet right there that I'm down, and we're probably 2.5 feet from the water line from here. So I'm gonna start down this end. I'll bring the Yanmar down that way, and the dump truck, I will, like I said, I'll bring it down where I showed you because it's closer to there, so you can get an idea. So I can reach all that. You can see it's deep. I've dug all this deep, so I don't need to reach way out there. And I'll just get what I can get, and there's still a lot of material here, and I'm going to continue that slope. So really what's here, the spoils of from my slot, I can just rough grade down. so that it'll be a constant slope. Again, I made the mistake on that side where I left a sheer cliff, and it just, especially with no water pressure holding it back, it just falls down. So there's no sense to dig it out because it's just going to fall down from where you don't want it to fall. So this feels fairly good. I think the dump truck should be fine, and we'll give it a shot. I could really get the 250 in here, but then I'd have to move it multiple times. I'm going to try it. Plus, I want to try out my new bucket, so that's probably the main reason why I'm going to run it. I want to wear the paint off the 36-inch digging bucket. So, all right, let me go get it, and we'll put it back on when we start that. All right, so I want to get a shot of this. It's never going to be this clean again. It's only dirty from sitting on the ground a little bit, and a little bit of rain. So I'm going to scratch some paint off it. Here's where I'm starting. I just got good news. I just got a phone call from the Takeuchi TL12 V2 dealer. My unit came in a little bit early, so unfortunately I won't be able to get it until next Monday, week from then, because I'm going to visit Brittany and friends. So, but that's good news. So anyway, enough of that. Just wanted to give you a shot from here so you can see. I'm going to bring the dump truck down here, and what I'm going to do is probably move what I can to maybe here, dig all this up and move it with the dump truck, and then I'll probably bring the 250 down, and then I can only move it. I'd only have to maybe move it 3 times. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how fast it goes. Like I said, I pretty much just want to play with this for now, but I think it's still more efficient to get it in the dump truck, and I got enough room down there now. As you saw, I dozed a nice area for it. So all right, let me get the dump truck down here. All right, well, here we go. I'll never be the same again. quicksand right there. That's why, see that? That's why I can't take away any more dirt than that. See that? If I jiggled on that for a while, the water would come up there, which we won't do. This is going to be back and forth, back and forth. Well, in theory, that would have worked. But the truck is stuck again. What do you know? Alright, this is why this isn't going to work. Like I knew, this isn't tracked in enough. These tires, that's a street tire on this side, different side than the other, size than the other. That's why I left the chain on the front. Tried, cannot get out. So, I was going to try to use the Yanmar to pull it out. I'm sure it probably could if I had somebody in the truck, but since I am by myself, the problem, I don't know, these are new brakes. I put new brakes, new rotors, new calipers, everything, and one of these sticks. I think it's this one, or it's something with the four-wheel drive. It doesn't feel right. I don't think it engages all the time. Like I said, it's a 1990. It was made in 89. I bought it new. It's only got 34,000 miles on it. Mostly plowing. But for whatever reason, this tire likes to drag. So I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit, I think, and just pull it out of there. And then I can drive up, as you see. I've driven up there already. But got to put one extra scoop on. Right, Chris? Fill up that truck. He loves to fill up the truck. But this one doesn't like to be filled up. Those helper springs were going the opposite direction, so I shouldn't have done it. It's my own fault, but I shall get it out. But I'm gonna have to come up with another plan because I don't want to wreck this truck. I gotta figure out how to use the general in this operation. I'm gonna run the 250 down there afterwards, and that really will pack it in. That weighs 63,000 pounds without anything in the bucket. So if I get a full bucket, I put another 6,000 pounds in the bucket. We're almost 70,000 pounds. And I can really track that in, and I can give it a try and see. Because then I could use the 250 and the general, and that'll move a lot more dirt than these two guys will. Guy, when he fixed my air conditioning, had to move my seat out of position, and my armrests are not in the right position. So I feel like I'm in a new machine here. I don't feel right. It's like even in your vehicle, your truck, your car, whatever, somebody moves the seat. I never move the seat. I don't move other people's seats either because I know how that is. But it feels funny now. I gotta get used to it and try to find the position. Just a hair. That's probably better. Like I said, I want to lift it up a little bit and pull it forward. Be easy on it. See, the wheel wants to turn no matter what. Out of the hole now. That was tough. But see, that's what it does. That wheel wants to go out for some reason. It's a bigger tire, I think. Different tire, but something else is going on with it. I really haven't run it since the air conditioning was fixed. Like I said, if I could get the dump truck to pull up there a little bit. But again, I haven't tracked it in with this. The dozer really isn't that heavy. The dozer is only like 10,000 pounds, 9 or 10,000 pounds heavier than the Black Widow. The animal. Like it's not that heavy. It looks like it's heavy, but it's not. Alright. I'll stretch it out just in case. I hate to do that when I can't get out. All right, here we are, end of day. I was going to say, well, it was a waste of time, but it really wasn't a waste of time because, number one, I got to use the Yanmar with the new bucket, one of the new buckets, and I got to figure out what worked and what didn't work. And as you could see, or as you saw, hopefully you saw, with the 250, you know, it reaches out. It's like 60 feet, so I got 30 feet in front and 30 feet in the back. It's probably really only 50 when you're digging down, but still. So you could see where I dug from. Let me get over there. So I dug from there and I put it over there. So that's quite the distance. So that's what I'm going to do when I get back from visitation. We're going to be away for 8 days, but I'm going to come and just start transferring it back. And like I said, I'm going to give it a shot with the General. I'm going to get that ramp tracked in nicely. As you saw, I made one pass with the 250 and I didn't even put anything in the bucket, but when I come down again to make sure that it's, you know, that it's as compacted as I can get it, and it won't be too bad for you know, for putting it in the truck. And I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably going to drive up all the way up top, and I might back in. I wish I knew how fast this would fill up, I mean, because I would love to just load it from here, dump it in, and fill up the breach without having to move it again. But I don't have the overflow material yet, which is going to go in that corner, I believe, or this corner, but still leaning towards that corner. And I have a feeling, especially if we got a lot of rain, but like I said, there's a lot of groundwater that comes up springs, and I'm worried that this would fill up before I got everything out of here. One of the good things that I did, I didn't really talk about this yet. Let me walk back down. Sorry to make the ending so long, but I think it's important. You can't really see it. You might have seen it when I jumped up and out to when I pulled the stuck dump truck out. But I've raised this up about 3 feet higher than it was. So the good thing is that at least that portion, and I can reach all that from being up on what I've built up. So if I blade a little bit more even as I get closer, I can throw some of it up on here and keep all this high, and then I can remove it all and let the water level come up while I'm filling the breach. So that's another thought. Too many things to think about. I'm sure I'll figure out the right one, or I won't, but more than likely I will. So all right, as usual, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Oh, and I got good news that the TL12 V2 has come in. It came in over a week early, so I'm going to get it on the 26th. I'm sure you won't see this video before then anyway, so it won't matter, but at least you know that it did come in early, and you'll be seeing it soon.